Representatives of 6 world powers are intensifying talks with Iran on its nuclear program, ahead of a March 31 deadline for a deal. The U.S. Secretary of State and German and French foreign ministers have all cancelled their travel plans in a final push for an agreement. Representatives from China, Russia, and the UK are also at the negotiations. U.S. officials say all parties have agreed to a step-by-step approach to the deal, but sticking points remain. The world powers, known as the P5+1 group, the 5 permanent members of the UN Security Council plus Germany, want to ensure that Iran cannot develop nuclear weapons. Iran denies it is aiming to build nuclear weapons and is hoping that a deal will lead to the lifting of international sanctions. Reciprocal approach. Sunday's talks will take place in the Swiss city of Lausanne, with world powers meeting Iranian Foreign Minister Mohammad Javad Zarif. U.S. officials said all parties, including Iran, had agreed there needs to be a phased step-by-step reciprocal approach, so that Iran's steps to scale back its nuclear program are met with a phased lifting of sanctions. 2 core issues remained on the table, they said. One was how the sanctions on Iran would be lifted, the other was what would happen in later years of the agreement, including Iran's capacity to conduct nuclear research and development. We've put ideas on the table but we haven't found the right combination yet, but no one's given up, the officials said. Mr. Zarif had said on Saturday that progress was being made. I think we can in fact make the necessary progress to be able to resolve all the issues and start writing them down in a text that will become the final agreement, he said. U.S. Secretary of State John Kerry cancelled a planned return to the U.S. to attend an event honoring his late Senate colleague Edward Kennedy, to ensure he could attend Sunday's talks, the State Department said. German Foreign Minister Frank-Walter Steinmeier and his French counterpart Laurent Fabius also delayed a planned trip to Kazakhstan in order to focus on the negotiations. They were joined by Chinese Foreign Minister Wang Yi, and senior representatives from Russia and the UK. Other potential sticking points in the nuclear talks are thought to include how long the deal will last and how much of Iran's nuclear facilities will be open to inspection. Meanwhile, Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu has again warned of a deal with Iran, describing it as worse than his country had feared. On Sunday he told a cabinet meeting this deal, as it appears to be emerging, bears out all our fears, and even more than that. He gave no details, but noting advances by Iran-backed forces in Yemen and other Arab countries, he accused Iran of trying to conquer the Middle East while pursuing nuclearization. The Iran-Lausanne-Yemen axis is very dangerous to humanity and must be stopped, he said.